Hello everyone, my name is Naomi, aka Nifty Nomi, and welcome to my channel, Be That Business. I'm a Canadian bookkeeper and a new business educator, and I help entrepreneurs look under the hood to see how it all works. I'm fighting the good fight against double work and against giving CRA more money than you have to. Today, I will be sharing how to change your business's GST HST filing frequency from within CRA's My Business Account login. Let's get started. Now, this is what it looks like when you first log into your CRA My Business Account. It's just the general overview. I will be doing a video on how to get a CRA My Business Account if you don't already have one, but today we're just going to be talking about if you have one, here's how you can change your GST HST filing frequency. You can see that we've got the overview. There are a couple of ways to get to the GST HST section. We can scroll down and just click Account Services and Details right there. Or up at the top here, what we can do is we can expand this and click on this GST account that ends in RT0001. Most people just have the 1, their business number followed by RT0001. And where we need to go is into this section of the GST page down here, and we're going to choose File and Election. And we have all these different election options to choose from, and we're going to choose the first one, Election for GST HST Reporting Period. We can scroll down, hit Next. And right now, for this business number, it is currently set to annual, and we want to switch this to quarterly. Switching to quarterly is a great idea, especially if you're on top of your bookkeeping, which I always say you need to be on top of your bookkeeping for you. You need to know where your liabilities are at. You need to see how your profit is going, where you need to cut expenses or push into certain markets, all that stuff. But you need to be current with it because you don't want to look back a year ago and realize you should have raised your prices a year ago, right? So if you're on top of your bookkeeping, that means you want to be able to either give or get the HST from CRA in a more timely manner. Some people have a bit of a struggle with monthly, so quarterly tends to be that nice happy medium. And if you wait to do it annually, just human nature means that you won't really look at it until the next year, and you never know how much it's going to be, right? So like you could, but it's just human nature. If the deadline's not there, you can tend to push it off. So quarterly is that nice comfy middle ground, and I usually suggest to go to the GST HST quarterly filing frequency for that reason. It also matches sort of the cash flow of the business, or at least the activity of the business, meaning to say if you're very busy in the summer, very quiet in the winter, you don't want to have to give more in the spring or the winter than you actually collected, and then less in the summer than you actually collected. It just doesn't really match sort of how your company is running. And so quarterly is a much better representation of you're only giving what you collected and not like an installment of some random number from last year. So we're going to say, I want to switch to quarterly, please. And this effective date, we're going to say as of January 1st, 2022. Now it is February 17th, 2022 right now. And so I'm saying I've filed, for January to December 31st, 2021, and I want my first quarterly period to start January 1st, 2022. And then I'm going to certify that this is correct, and then I'm going to hit Submit. And there it is, the confirmation that it was accepted. And now the reporting period is quarterly, and it starts, the first period starts on January 1st, 2022. We're going to save this PDF. That's important because you want to keep track of when you changed it and what you changed it to, just to keep that on file and the confirmation number to show, yep, I did it and that's what I chose. And that's all there is to it. It's very easy. You might not be able to. It might give you some red flags. And so here's a link to some of the reasons why it might be giving you issues. So basically, if you've already sort of filed for that period, you can't go back in time and change it. Another reason could be, for example, if you've missed the deadline or the due date. So for example, it says you need to file your election no more than 2 months after the day the election is to take effect. So today is February 17th. And so if this was like March 17th, it would be too late to change that filing frequency because I wanted it to start January 1st to be quarterly for this current calendar year. Yeah, so I'm going to put a link to this in the comment section so that you can review and see what some of the due dates and what the restrictions are for changing your filing frequency. Now, we can also confirm that that did take effect right away. We can simply go to, if I go back to Overview, for example, or back to that GST HST section, either way we want to get there. We click here as, like I said, the other option gets to the same place. And if we scroll down here, we can see View Expected and Filed Returns. And we'll click on that, and what we can see is now it's only expecting January to March 2022, and the due date for that is April 30th, which is when, if you were doing quarterly installments, the quarterly installment was due anyway. So now instead of paying some quarter of what you owed last year number, you're paying literally what you've collected on your incomes and paid on your expenses for the quarter. So it matches much better sort of the flow of how your business is flowing. And that's it. It's very easy, quick and easy, but like file an election just seems to be a hidden phrase that like change my filing frequency isn't on that page. And I thought it would help people to just visually see where they need to go. I thought that would help people out. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm on Instagram at BeThatBusiness. You can tweet at me. I'm at NiftyNomi, and I'm also at NiftyNomi on Twitch and TikTok. And you can find resources and courses about running a Canadian business on my website, naomiwilkins.ca. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter. Created to be interesting and useful, the Be That Business newsletter is a twice monthly email, one on the 14th of every month with my 3 favorite business hacks for the month, and one on the 29th of every month to share amazing resources to help your business thrive. It also lists all of the upcoming due dates for the coming month for you to put on your calendar, and they're dated on the 14th and the 29th on purpose to remind you of what might be due the next day. The video today was recorded in beautiful Gananoque, Ontario. Thanks for watching, and get out there and be that business that thrives.